Alright everyone, welcome to a casted game here. This one, we got a very special one for you guys here today with our players Gilv and Artie. So let's see what's going on here. Just going to do a quick introduction of each player and going to roll from there as this match gets started. So, what are we looking at here? This is a ranked ladder match, random queue, and on the southern side of the map here on Artie, Taiga Winter Biome. The color green here, you've got Gilv, his opponent on the north side of the map, and the color orange is Artie. This matchup's looking pretty interesting because we've got Mongols versus English. It's a fun one. I'm a fan. Longbows versus horse archers. Very interesting. So we're gonna see what happens here and kind of go from there. So anyway, let's take a look at their starting positions as well. You know, one thing I noticed here with the gold, always taking a look at that because that can be a big factor in games. Gold mine for Artie is at the back of his base. Gilv, it is also to the rear. So, you know, not a whole lot of exposed gold in the front, near the front line. Could be good for both of them. Allow them to do some base building. Just gotta wall off those backsides to make sure no raids come through. But, yeah. We got some scouting going on here, so we'll follow those scouts for a minute and see what's happening. Artie, he's got, it looks like his con is on the south portion of the map. He's scouting out near Gilv's base, kind of checking out things that are going on. He's riding past the deer and making some moves here. He's got a few sheep on him. Don't think there's a second scout. I think it's just one. Gilv, he's got a single scout so far on the... Oh, I'm wrong. There is a second scout. Hiding the color green. It's hard to see on the map. Alright, so we've got one of Gilv's scout is in the north, patrolling near Artie's base, and the other scout is going right down the center, checking out the other side. So, it's already scouting out the Uvu and the early stable and things like that, getting a sense of what's going on. Okay. We're about 2.5 minutes into the game here as well. Still gathering up resources, getting ready for those age ups. They're getting pretty close here as Gilv's definitely got the right amount of gold and the right amount of food here. He's probably getting ready to start aging up here. Artie, not quite there with the resources, but he's got his buildings out ready to start producing units. So could be seeing some early raids coming through, or just could be slightly later start to get in the landmark up. Either way, Gilv has begun to construct the council hall directly adjacent to his town center. Personally, I'm actually a fan of when people do this. I've heard different schools of thought about whether you should place your landmarks together, whether you should spread them out in case if one goes down, make yourself less of a target for sniping, things like that. Personally, I kind of like when you bunch them up together so you have one really strong base with some castles, a lot of unit production, really hold out for that one area, and it just makes it easier in the early game as well, so that you're not spreading yourself too thin where you can't defend every position. So this, I think, is really smart here. Like to see that. Putting the barracks right in front of it. Very smart play here. Keeping it all bunched together. Very neat and tidy. Well, there is an early raid here. We are seeing that come through here. A couple Mongol horsemen are destroying that mining camp. Doesn't look like Gilv is too effective though. He's just focusing on getting that landmark constructed and getting the barracks up, mining all kinds of wood, chopping it up, gathering from sheep, getting all the food. He's doing okay. He's just hanging out. He's, you know, he only needs food and wood to get longbows on the field, so that's looking pretty good for him here. Seems to have it under control. Artie is, same thing, just doing lots of food gathering. He's got the deer stones coming up here, which will provide the yam speed. That's going to help his military units as these early battles start happening. So he's also investing in deer, it looks like. Don't know if we'll see professional scouts. I have to assume not, because the jerk can move. So I assume that'll be fine. Khan is taking out a wolf. It's gone. The wolf is dead. I'm gonna hide the resources bar here. That way I can focus on some of the things going on. We've got some longbows and spearmen coming out. They are spread out, and that archer in the back there, easy target for the horsemen to just come and run him down. Spearmen single-handedly, I don't know if he really held them at bay. They more so just gave up the fight, but single spearman did not die despite getting attacked by 4 cavalry. Archers, again, they're, you know, the micro is fantastic here, but with getting them spawned out in the center of the field, but unfortunately they were caught in the open as they were just not together in a mass. But now we've got a few units here that are trying to make their way back to the base so they're not caught in the open. The cavalry do charge them down. Spearmen again caught in the open. Boar? What is this right now? What is this? This boar entered the fray, took out at least one of the Mongol horsemen. Okay, yeah, it was English spears and longbows versus Mongol cavalry versus a boar. So, that's pretty interesting. We saw a successful animal kill that actually shut the whole battle down for a second. So that was pretty good. Definitely gonna go back and take a better screenshot of that after this game. I might just put that in the thumbnail. We'll see if something else comes along that tops that. But that was pretty good. Anyway, we've gotten an outpost starting to be constructed in the Mongol base. English longbows attacking the archers, while the spears keep those cavalry on the move, keeping them at bay, away from the archers, just keeping the pressure laid down. The outpost does go up, some villagers jump inside. They push the longbows back. That looks like that raid is over. Now Gilv is bringing his units back together, doing a regroup in the center of the map here. Oh, just getting over a cold, so drinking lots of water and trying to stay hydrated so I can pass this one. Right, Gilv was up to something. He's got a plan. Maneuvering around. Here's enemy's base. Here's some action in the center of the map too. It looks like a couple of those spearmen are still getting killed by the cavalry, but majority of his squad here are moving past the deer that were being gathered and starting to attack the Jur and keeping this economy. Excuse me. Keeping the economy disrupted, just keeping this under control. So he's got things going on right now. He's also got a scout there to help with a line of sight into his enemy's base. We'll see. Yeah, he can see a little bit past the town center. He knows where the villagers are at, getting wood, things like that. Artie's moving that Jur around, trying to keep it away from the longbows and spears. Looks like he commits. He just says, you know what, I'm just gonna plan it down and I'm just gonna leave it right there. You can have that. Or maybe not, he packs it up again. Here we go. Alright. He's keeping the enemy distracted here, so that's interesting. All the while, more spearmen and longbows under production and Gilv's base here. Steady food production with a bunch of farms there around a mill, looking real good. Looking pretty tight. Got some gold mine happening. More villagers on gold, and probably going to increase that number here in a moment. I don't see a blacksmith. Oh no, I lied. There is a blacksmith. What? There is a blacksmith. Gilv's going to get those upgrades coming out pretty soon. Don Artie is doing more outposts and things like that. He's pastures and doing a little bit of base building here, getting things ready. Don Artie's got some horsemen flanking around the west side of the map here, past the mountains, where Gilv is not going to see them coming. Let's see what his line of sight is. Yeah, he won't see them coming until they're already on top of that gold mine. So we're going to reveal that. Horsemen are coming. They will be there soon. Gilv is still attacking the Uvu. It's just over a third of the way with its health. It's got a third left, roughly. But it's well on its way to being destroyed. Mongol cavalry coming through. Here we go. Going straight for the gold mine. And they come in. Khan starts firing off arrows, and the cavalry immediately ram their spears right into the villagers and kill one of them. Town center fires back, kills a horseman. Alright, we're seeing casualties. And Gilv is beginning the construction of battering rams. He's got a ram rush happening here. Cowboying up. You see it. Well, it looks like that gold mine is still... that's pretty well taken out of commission here. The horsemen trying to burn it down, and the Khan sniping villagers as they try to keep going over there to either repair it or jump back on gold or something. Looks like that gold is just... it is disrupted completely. Rams coming through for Gilv. Gonna start kind of moving around. There we go. Alright, now it's gonna batter the stable. One solid hit almost takes it out of commission there yet again. Yep. Stable goes down. There we go. Mongol cavalry still harassing the English base here, harassing that economy, but things are still looking strong for Gilv. He's got steady food production, got steady lumber camps. The raid is not putting a stop to it. More rams coming out. He's got a second ram going onto the field. First one battering down some of the pastures. Don Artie packs him up. Says, alright, I'm taking these the heck out of here. You're not going to take another building. He's really trying to hold his own here. Now, he is the first into the castle age, however. He has a stepper out. He's going to help with economic upgrades. He's got a blacksmith as well. Doing upgrades. Got a couple barracks, so he is still in the running. Horsemen wreaking havoc on these lumber choppers in Gilv's base. Oh my god, there's at least 3 villagers that went down, probably way more. Cavalry do retreat, but very hard hit on Gilv's economy there with losing all those villagers that were gathering up wood. But still looking pretty good. Got plenty of food, got a decent amount of wood left. They keep training spears and longbows, so things are looking all right there still. But that is a heavy hit. Don Artie starts pulling a couple of his units back. It looks like the first ram rush. Looks like Gilv retreated and he started killing some deer, just keeping them away from the base. And he's kind of puppy guarding them here. Moving around. East side of the base, getting ready for an assault. He's got a couple men-at-arms here, which are not quite as strong as the Mongolian men-at-arms that you see there, but they can help in a fight where spears are so squishy versus men-at-arms that if you're going spears versus men-at-arms, you might as well just be deleting the units because they just don't really stand a chance. Just the men-at-arms armor and the attack. It outweighs the spearmen, and there you see it. Spearmen on the line, trying to go toe-to-toe with the man-at-arms and just, en masse, just getting killed off as the men-at-arms just handle them. Khan and his horsemen are still harassing that gold mine in Gilv's base. Villagers fire back, they bring out their bows. They hell no, you're gonna get it. And, oh, the horseman does not go down. They were so close. That's jumping around in the room here. He's throwing stuff around, throwing things off tables. Love it. True cat stuff. And the villagers are firing on the Khan. And now they say, you know what? We're just going to go right back to gold. We're just going to go about our merry day. So, they're doing it. looks like Gilv's push failed there, where he had a pretty strong push with their battering rams, but fortunately those men-at-arms of his enemy were just too strong to deal with. It looks like we've got a full-scale retreat there underway as men-at-arms still under pursuit, pushing them all the way back. It's tough with spears versus swordsmen. That's a battle you're pretty much not going to win unless you've got age 4 spears versus age 2 men-at-arms or something like that. I mean, it's just not a great matchup. So we're seeing more battles here as the town center is able to support with arrows. But again, the spears going toe-to-toe with men-at-arms, archers getting killed off. Very bloody battle here. We've got some of Don Artie's men-at-arms throwing torches into that barracks as well. He's starting to attack buildings and villagers as well, being forced off the lumber. And Don Artie's got a lot of units in Gilv's base right now. He's got several men-at-arms that are just taking hit after hit and just still delivering the damage in return. Can't be beaten. He's got a steady supply coming out here. He's got quite a few that are charging right into the fight. That town center with 15 villagers just pumping out arrows like a machine gun, and it's slowly whittling those men-at-arms down, but fast enough to make a difference. That's the question. One by one, slowly killing them. Alright, and it looks like we do have good game called. I think Gilv just called it. Yep. Threw the white flag and said, you know what, good game, man. Well played, both players. That was very interesting with the early aggression there. Lots of skirmishes going on. Love to see that, and well played both. So, anyway, thanks, gents, and everyone catch the next cast here. Thanks for watching.